Namaste dear friends. Today on the day of 26th of February, I am going to update another story, inspirational story in my this series of inspirational stories. Today I am in Varanasi. Varanasi, all of you know who have been traveling in India or whoever is planning to travel to India. Varanasi is on the banks of Ganges. It's a holy city. In ancient times had been known as Kashi. Kashi, which is situated, we says the weapon of the Shiva, Trishula. It is dedicated to Vishwanath temple, to the Shiva temple, but its importance for the spiritual upliftment of any curious person or the seeker who is having the spiritual curiosity. In the background of my, you can see the Shubh-e-Banaras. It's a regular program where free of cost yoga teaching is provided by the government of UP. So this is a program that has been continued from last 2 years, and it will continue forever. So it's a free of cost yoga session that you can take on the banks of Ganga. In the side you can see the banks of Ganga.
तीसरी बार चौथी बार
So today I was here, so I supposed to give you a little commentary before a story from this background. Namaste, let's enjoy the story of a king. We all want to know the truth of life. All of us are always restless inside ourselves to know that one secret. After knowing that, there is nothing left to know. Many times this happens. We have realized this one truth and mystery of life. But sometimes, somewhere, our conscience is again dissatisfied with the curiosity of knowing something new. This curiosity and urge to know always keeps us alive. Today's story is again of a king. Stories of kings are often attractive, but we get a deep learning from those stories. Whatever stories are made or composed in abundance have great material wealth, splendor and luxury on one side in the center, and on the other hand, deep spiritual thirst and curiosity. Where you did find yourself empty even after getting everything, the journey of spirituality starts right there. Come, let us hear. This is a small story which connects us with our truth, which no one is in a position to deny. There was an emperor. He used to lock himself in a room in his palace for an hour every day, and he would never tell anyone what he does there. Every man in the palace was eager to know the secret of the emperor. The queens were anxious, the courtiers were curious, the ministers were curious what the emperor does in that room alone for an hour every day. Everyone was keen on what he does there, but nobody could ever go inside
that door because he kept his key with him. And he used to open the lock for an hour and go inside, closing the gate. After all, the eagerness reached its peak and the whole family house together made a conspiracy to see what the emperor does there. Because sometimes someone asked him, he would laugh and never tell anything. When one day the queens and the ministers and all his friends and family agreed, all the people of the house agreed to one night pierce the wall of the room in which the emperor locked himself for an hour, so that when he goes the next day, they all can look through it and see what he does there. The next day, as soon as the emperor went inside the room, people started looking through the hole one by one. Whoever looked into it quickly got out of the hole, and everyone looked at each other with getting surprised, because the emperor was doing very strange things inside the room. As soon as the queens saw, they started moving away from there with bowing their heads down in shame. Relatives, friends, ministers, after seeing the view inside the room, were just looking at each other in surprise. No one was in a position to say anything to anyone. The thing itself was strange. The emperor was acting strangely in that room. Everyone looked in and quickly got away from the hole. In fact, the emperor went inside the room, took off all his clothes and threw them away, and was standing naked in front of God. He was folding his both hands and saying to God that this is me. I am not the one who stays outside. He is not me who was just dressed. He is a completely false and fake man. He was not me. Oh God, how can I pray to you wearing clothes that are fake or false? How to come to you wearing clothes that are false? Those clothes are just a decoration of my ego, but not my reality. I am this, a very naked man. That is why I always come naked in front of you. Hearing the words of the emperor and seeing him, every person in the palace was now astonished. Everyone's curiosity was dispelled. What does the emperor do inside the room? But now they all had such a respect for their emperor, which could never end. All were ashamed of themselves, but also happy knowing that they have a very honest and intelligent ruler. This is the truth. Every man has to do the same if he has to go near the truth. He has to be naked completely in himself. No one can get close to the truth by wearing ostentatious clothes, because the clothes are false. The more beautiful the clothes are, the more ugly the man within those clothes can be. The brighter the clothes, the faded and tasteless the inner man can be. Actually, to hide the weakness within, we all buy bright clothes. Many people to cover the ugliness of their within, they search and collect cosmetics from outside. In abundance, as we are outside, just opposite to what we are inside. And that which is within is the truth. It is necessary for everyone to know and understand that truth. Peace cannot be established in our life without knowing, understanding, and accepting the truth. Namaste.
Namaste, dear friends. Finally, you saw the story of our emperor, how he has been doing the ritual of his god. We all are in actual without cloth. We all are trying to hide something somewhere from ourselves. It seems that we are hiding ourselves from the world, but in actual we are trying to hide from ourselves our real image. We are trying to follow with our open eyes something that we have to ignore, from where we have to go away, from where we need to get detached in self. And we are trying to ignore from where we have to get attached or we have to get joined. We are trying to ignore our real identity, our real image, our real knowledge. Who is God, we don't know. But who we are, this is what we can know. The story of an emperor is a message to all of us to come out from our external coverings, to come out from our external makeup and artificial image that we carry with ourselves. As I told you in the beginning of this story, I am in Varanasi. I am showing you the Varanasi, the city of ancient spiritual seekers. You can see behind me the ghats where the thousands of seekers, not the thousands, millions of seekers has been taking the bath in river Ganges to know that ultimate knowledge for the upliftment of self-consciousness, which is the enlightenment. They have been doing the hard penance among their masters or the spiritual gurus. I will continue with all of you with the live satsang. In the last of every month, the last Sunday, the last weekend of every month, I will come and join with all of you to solve certain deep questions of life that I realized under the grace of my master. At the moment, I am in Assi Ghat, Varanasi. This is a place where my master has been doing the sadhana or the penance, my guru, my spiritual guru, under his guru. There is a sutra in Upanishad, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. Actually, the truth is only one, but it is the intelligence. So, different truth tellers that they combined, they tried to speak about truth in different languages as per the level of understanding of the students or the seekers. I hope all of you will continue with this series of inspirational stories in upcoming days. My namaste to all of you with a spiritual bliss in all of your life. Dear friends, all the efforts of mine is dedicated for the organization Sri Yoga and Health Organization. Whatever contribution I will collect from all of your heartily donation will go to support this project of organization Bharat Bhavan, a residential education and healthcare project which is dedicated for the multi-dimensional development of rural and tribal children. Those are not able to receive proper education, care and guidelines for their own life due to variable causes and circumstances. The goal of project is construction and development of residential complexes including dormitories separate for boys and girls with personal study chambers, library, playground and proper kitchen to provide or cook for them required nutrient diet. Taking care of the overall health of children, mental, physical, emotional and constantly working towards a bright future with assessing children's interest and talent in a harmonious environment. You can support us in 3 ways. The one, you can make any voluntary grant for the construction of the building and complexes, any amount. You can also become our regular member of organization. You can also sponsor the beneficiary children until the beginning of their professional lives. Dear friends, we are waiting the 3 sponsors immediately for these 3 kids. They are waiting and eager to be part of our organization and Bharat Bhavan project. They want to be with the other 3 kids. Those are already in our organization, Surendra, Haricharan and Jashoda. He is Mahesh. She is Nandini. And the last one is Rekha. The Rekha is little grown up, but she left her education due to improper facilities and lack of money and support. You may find the link for the support mentioned in description of this video. Namaste.